thrived in Seattle as a system quarterback.
And I said
No,
Watson.
I heard your words. I'm right
I
here.
said Watson's
No,
declining.
you said Burrow.
I
Don't
said
even.
Watson.
Don't hold. Just like Jacob DeGrom's a great pitcher.
Hold
but
on.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
Wait, hold on. So why is Devin?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by our good friends at Unsolicited Role Models, the role models you may not want, but you may just need. This is Dougie's Sports Talk, the home of hot takes, debates, and sometimes people just drive you crazy. We got Big Dave Mendoza.
Must be nice.
We got Jimmy, as I like to call him, Delusional Just kidding, Jimmy.
It is what it is, motherfucker.
And we got myself.
Boo.
Dave, you know you had the audio. You could have played that. But we're not going to do that. 3 big games tomorrow. A lot of them.
Before we go into this, Dave, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Big
Must
Dave.
be nice.
Wait, today's your birthday?
Yes, today is my birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, it will be his birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Must be nice. Didn't even know that.
Yeah, see, I'm the true W friend.
Yeah, I didn't know when your birthday was. I knew it was November, but
Wow,
Yeah,
what a good.
Doug's been trying to guess this whole time.
yeah, I've been trying to guess the whole time.
No, listen, I knew I was waiting for this moment, and it came in flyingly.
So we got 3 big games tomorrow night. We'll kick things off. We got Packers and Lions. Could be a playoff implication game, division implication game. Then we got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Dallas Cowboys, who had a great comeback against the Philadelphia Eagles. And you got the return of Joe Burrow against the AFC North potential champions. Pittsburgh is still alive. Baltimore Ravens. So 3 good games. And then on Friday, we have some Black Friday. We got Chicago Bears versus the Philadelphia Eagles, a big test for Chicago, another test for Philly. So 4 good games this next few days, and let's get started with the Lions and the Packers. Dave, you have a big headline or a key takeaway for these 2 teams?
This is gonna be a tough game for both of them. They're both at 7-4, 7-3-1. The Lions have been looking shaky. Green Bay hasn't showed that they're that top competitive team just yet. So I do think that the Lions take over and win that game just because of the downfield threat that they have with Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams when they decide to throw him the ball. Laporta's just shut down for I think the rest of the season, but they have too many weapons over there. I think Green Bay's doing really good. I think they got their defense going with Micah Parsons over there, but they just haven't found that niche. They haven't found that number 1 wide receiver just yet, I believe, because they've been moving the ball around. And when it comes to Green Bay, there's a difference of I wouldn't say you always need that number 1 receiver, but the ball gets moved around a lot. And Josh Jacobs over there is the only name that's really pushing out on the offensive side. So I think Detroit takes that game and they beat them. It might be a close game, maybe low scoring, but I think that, they edge them.
Yeah, I like Detroit to win this game. I think Green Bay has been inconsistent.
Yeah.
This is a team that has lost to Carolina. They lost to the Joe Flacco-led Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
So it's like, what are we going to get out of Green Bay? Detroit,
and they tied against the Cowboys. That was a high-scoring game, but
yeah.
I don't think the Cowboys' defense is as good as Detroit's defense. I think Detroit kind of outweighs them just a little bit more. So I think that they're going to keep each other a little closer than expected. But I think Detroit takes that game.
Because Detroit's been putting up the points, struggled against Philly, but Philly's a great defensive team. So I'm looking at this game, I'm like, if Detroit wants to win this, they just got to start hammering home against Green Bay. put up points. I don't think Green Bay could come back from that. If they're down 14-0 early,
Yeah, and it's going to
I
be a
think it's
bad look
over.
if they lose this game, Green Bay, because they have a tough schedule coming up. They play the Bears, the Broncos. They got to play the Bears again. They play the Ravens, and then they play the Vikings at the end, which the Vikings are not looking too good at all. But still, I mean, you got the Bears who are on a winning streak. You got the Broncos who are on a winning streak. The Ravens who are starting to get healthy as more it comes to the end of the season, and then they have to play more competitive. The Lions have to play a lot more competitive as well. So it's going to be tough for the Packers.
Mm-hmm. And we're not getting into a big debate about Aaron Rodgers, but you brought up JJ. And I've been saying this since the beginning with Aaron Rodgers. When you think about Aaron Rodgers, 42 years old, ACL injury. He's not going to have a career year. He's going to decline slowly, and we've seen it. Pittsburgh has fallen off. I think JJ needed at least one more year before the Vikings put him in there. I think their worst mistake was letting Sam Darnold go. They should have just paid for him. They should have paid for Sam. 15-2 last year. Did they really have that many subtractions in the offseason that they're 4-6? We could get onto this topic a different day, but JJ's been a bust. I know it's early, but I think they rushed him.
I mean, being injured for a whole season, that was tough on him coming back. Do I believe they rushed him a little bit? I do believe they rushed him a little bit. I think he was ready to come back? Yes, he was physically ready to come back. But mentally, I don't think he was prepared for this season. So I don't think we're going to get the same JJ next season as we have this season. But I think this season, mentally, he's just not there. He's just not clocked in just yet. So once this offseason goes and, he gets his reps in back again at preseason or in the offseason, I think he cleans it up a lot. But this season, it's just way too fast for him.
All right, we got the Chiefs and the Cowboys, two teams who are still alive for playoff position. It's like the Chiefs are lined up 6-5. Here they come again. I don't think it's going to happen, but here they come again. Jimmy, how are we feeling about this game? Do we feel like Kansas City is set up to go on another run? Or do you think the Dallas Cowboys are a lot more hungrier?
The way I'm going about it is because we know that Kansas City cannot run the ball. So you know that it's going to be a pass happy offense against Dallas defense that's been struggling against the pass. We saw them get 21 points on them, but then afterwards, at the Philly game, lock them down. Don't let them get any more yards, any more touchdowns. They committed full-heartedly to stopping the pass. They weren't running the ball no more. Philly was. They were consistently doing the pass. So Chiefs do not have a running back, so it's going to be pass happy as anything. And I think with Dallas' offense, who can really stop? You can't stop George Pickens. You can't stop CeeDee Lamb. They've been on a tandem since they've been back, since CeeDee's been back. So I think Dallas, especially in Dallas, might have a slight edge. But I think Kansas City's favored in that game. I think it should be all the way around. I think Dallas might put up major points against them.
Yeah, Dallas has been steamrolling as of late with the passing game. I think defensively they still need to clean some things up. But I'm going to say this. Last game with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, I watched that game, and at one point, there was a scene where they put the camera towards Patrick Mahomes, and he started doing this limp off the field. When he did that limp off the field, I said, this is fourth quarter Patrick Mahomes because he always does this. He always has this weird limp where he's like getting off the field, and then he comes back and he wins the game. So I'm wondering if this is a mentality switch for him, and if they're going to start playing better football.
Because I look at it as like, honestly, the Chiefs are back.
It's going to be a tough schedule for them.
It is.
Going forward, obviously, because they're down. But like we said, it's the Kansas City Chiefs at the end of the day. Can we really put them out that fast?
Like
they're going to come up the Cowboys are going to be a test for them
Mm-hmm.
because we know Cowboys put up points. They put up yards. They get the ball down the field. They might not end the game well, but they do put up points. And when it's a game that everyone knows is going to be a tough game, it ends up being that tough game. Like we can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But then there you go. The Chiefs are playing the Texans after that. Like, come on. What an easy win for them.
Yeah.
They're going to play the Chargers after that. That's going to be another tough game. But we've all said it that front line on the Chargers is no good. All their offensive linemen rank in the 30s almost. So, I think they beat the Chargers in that game. Then they play the Titans after that. Are you kidding me? And we're talking about the Patriots' easy schedule. Let's look at the Chiefs right now. The Texans, the Chargers, the Chiefs. They play the Broncos after that. Little tough game. We'll see how that goes. But then they end the season with the Raiders. Come on, guys. So
Like
it's not impossible for them to make the playoffs.
Like the Chiefs slowly declined. We saw that throughout the year.
Oh, yeah.
They're not the best team in football.
No.
But Thanksgiving Day, 6-5. They're lined up to go on another run.
But we've been saying this for the longest. At one point, the Chiefs were a dominant football team. But I think over the past couple of years, we've all said that the Chiefs slowly have looked like they've been on the decline.
Yeah. And
they find ways to win football games. That's their biggest strength. Somehow they find the will to win a football game, whether it's a blocked field goal, Patrick Mahomes rushing up the field, them leaving him wide open to scramble, whatever it is, pass interference call, roughing the passer call. They always find a way to win. So it's like you can never knock them out completely.
Yeah, and I said it at the start of the year that they're going to decline. I don't think they're going to be a dominant team anymore. But as long as you have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, you're still going to technically be a Super Bowl playoff contender.
Because I mean, look at it. They could still get 10 wins on a season.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
I just think the Dallas Cowboys are the hungrier team right now. That comeback win is going to fuel them. So for me, I think the Cowboys will pull it out and honestly make the Chiefs 6-6. So,
well, we've all seen the Cowboys play well either the first half of the season or the back half of the season.
Yeah.
And right now they're playing well the back half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know that they're going to possibly make the playoffs, but they just don't look like that team to win a playoff game just yet.
All right. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow is back against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Technically, Cincinnati is still alive. If somehow they win out, they could win that division, a weak division. Steelers blew it. Browns are terrible, but I like the way Shador played. Baltimore was hurt. They got their guys back. Lamar Jackson's playing good football. So I think this game could honestly be a dogfight. I think this game could go down to the wire. I really don't have a fight in it. I don't know who could come out on top. I would like to see Joe Burrow get a win in his return. But the way this season has been going, it's been like, who's going to win? You really don't know. It's been a fun, magical season. But I do think with that secondary, with that defense, I think he's going to have a lot of rushing yards. I really think he's going to see the hole, see the gap, and run right through. I think this is going to be one of those high-scoring Thanksgiving games. I think you can see like a 45-37 game.
Yeah, I think it's high scoring. Also, we've all talked about the Ravens defense, being hurt, but if you look at the numbers, they haven't let up a lot of points this season. I think the most points they gave up was against the Bills.
Texans.
The Bills, they had a 41-40 game.
Yeah, I think the Texans were like 44, I think.
Yeah, the Texans had 44 against them as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you look at the scores, though, they started the season, the Bills 41-40. Then they blew out the Browns 41-17. The Lions, who we expect to go high scoring, 38-30. The Chiefs, we expect to go 37-20, high scoring games. We don't expect the Texans to blow them out.
No.
Obviously.
That was
Lamar
also
wasn't
when
there.
Lamar got hurt. Yep.
Yeah. So and the Texans defense has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It's just the offense that can't do the back half. It's like
But after
opposite.
that, yeah, after that they cleaned it up. I mean, they lost to the Rams, but they only let up 17 points. They beat the Bears 16 points. They only let the Dolphins 6 points. The Vikings only were allowed 19 points. The Ravens the Browns are 16 points, and then the Jets 10 points. So they've cleaned it up over the season. So I do believe it's probably going to be a little high scoring. You know, you still got to watch out for Chase. You still got to watch out for Burrow because Burrow does make plays happen. But I think the Ravens still come out at the end. It's gonna be a dogfight, but I think the Ravens are gonna win. I think that you're not gonna be able to stop Lamar when he starts rushing, especially on that Bengals defense. They need to clean that up on the offseason.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so let's get to tomorrow's game. We got Thursday. Okay, let's get to Friday's game. Actually, 2 days away. You know, I love Thanksgiving. That I think it's today while we're talking football, but it's actually in 2 days from now. We got the Bears.
Mhm.
We got the Bears and the Eagles, and y'all laughed at me. You all laughed at me when I said that Caleb Williams is a guy that I would want to build on my franchise. He's a quarterback that I want to take. And you guys walked up from the set. And I have video evidence of that. You guys can check it out on Instagram or on the prior episode. He had a great game against the Steelers defense, but
That's fine. But if you look at the Bears, who they played as well,
here's the thing: they're 8-3 in a tough division. I don't want to hear.
how is it a tough division though? All right,
You got the
hold on.
Packers, you got the Lions.
We everybody wants to blow back on the Patriots having an easy schedule, right? Hold on. Bears game 1 against the Vikings, and they lost.
Divisional game, as you like to say, Big Dave.
Okay.
Divisional game.
Then they went to the Lions and got blew out, 52-21.
The Nuggets game, they're up like fucking 21-3, and JJ McCarthy in the fourth quarter came back and won that game.
Yeah, the Vikings scored 21 points in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears, they got blown out. Then they beat the Cowboys, a Cowboys team at the beginning of the season that did not look like a Cowboys team that's playing right now. Then they played the Raiders, worst team in the NFL.
Barely won that game.
You know what, Dave? You always do this. You like to analyze the schedule. You like to look at the games, and you're like, oh, easy win for them. Easy win for them. Let's not give them credit.
We keep going over how the Patriots are not a good team. They're not as good as everybody
Never
thinks.
said that. Put words in my mouth,
schedule.
Dave. Put words in my mouth. Go ahead. Put words in my mouth. Never said that.
So they played the Commanders after that. They won by 1 point. Then they played the Saints. Big whoop. They played the Ravens.
They lost to the Ravens with no Lamar Jackson.
Yes, they did.
But
they played the Bengals. High scoring game. No Burrow. Okay, worst Bengals defense in the league. Then they played the Giants. Whoop-de-doo. Look at the Giants record. Then they played the Vikings again. They beat the Vikings. And then they beat the Steelers.
But you're missing the whole point. You're going to tell me with a coach like Ben Johnson that Caleb Williams has been able to perform? You're going to...
If we really look at him and the way he's played, I don't think he's played that well. Last game, all right.
They're 8-3.
Yeah, because of the easy schedule, like you like to say about the Patriots.
Oh, but if it's the Patriots, we're the best team in the league. We should be number 1.
Yeah, but at least we're playing healthy teams at the end of the day. You guys are playing the Steelers that had to throw Mason Rudolph in there last minute.
I don't think you should discredit them, though. This was a team that was a joke a few years ago. They won 3 games, and they're slowly showing improvement. I'm not going to say, oh, they're going to dominate the NFC playoffs and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. You're twisting my words around.
So we're going to see the next 2 games, though, because the next 2 games are going to be tough games for them.
That's what I'm saying, that you have to at least acknowledge the fact that Caleb Williams has been playing good football. This is a guy that I called a bust before he got drafted. A guy I called a bust. And now he has a great head coach with Ben Johnson, the former offensive coordinator from the Detroit Lions. So I'm sitting over here and I'm thinking, if these two can mesh, Chicago could be a scary team.
I don't know. I don't think just yet. I think
I
they
think
have to work out some kinks.
I think a lot of their wins came off of their defense because they are number one in takeaways. So, because a lot of games they played were always close games, like field goal games that got them into that range because of that defense. To take away the ball at the right time, at the right moment. And then Williams, even that game against Pittsburgh, Williams got strip fumbled for a touchdown and everything, and didn't look that great. And then once, what was it? Like the Steelers, I think, fumbled the ball at the like their like the special teams, like that put him right into that range. So like, did he really do that great?
No, but he's having a good year.
He's
I mean,
having a better.
he's his completion rate is below 60%.
But he's playing good football. They're winning games.
He's playing better than he did the last couple of years.
You can't tell me he hasn't improved a lot from how he first started.
Well, they also didn't put a lot of stuff around him either that year. Like now they kind of did, but I mean, they're not utilizing DJ Moore as they should. Like they're
I
not
mean,
running the ball as much.
in reality, if you look at the numbers, he's on pace to do exactly what he did last year.
Damn.
Still winning games.
He last season he played a full season, right? 562 attempts, 62.5% completion percentage. This season, 11 games played, 213 completions, 360 attempts, 59.2% completion. He threw for 3,500 yards last season. He has 2,500 yards this season. Last season, he threw 20 touchdowns. He's got 16 touchdowns so far this season.
How many wins did they have last year?
Last season,
Like five, at least five.
I would have to look that up.
Because I think I, and Jimmy all thought that the Detroit Lions were going to run away with that division and dominate it.
The Bears had 5 wins last season, and the Lions ran away with that division. Well, they didn't really run away. I mean, the Vikings had 1 game.
Yeah, that was with Sam Darnold and everything.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people thought the Lions would do the same thing again. And that division,
of course.
That division is a tight race. That's the toughest division in football. So don't go on and say, "Oh, easy schedule." You guys like to talk about the Patriots.
I wouldn't say that's the toughest division in football.
Look at the records.
That is not the toughest division in football.
On the records, if you're
the NFC West is the toughest division in football.
I was gonna say with San
Fran.
That's
not what I'm talking
Rams.
about, Dave. You like to put words in my mouth like you understand what I'm thinking. That's not what I'm talking about. Record-wise, that's the tough division in football.
Why?
One team
8 wins, 7 wins, 7 wins, 4 wins. The NFC West, 9 wins, 8 wins, 8 wins, 3 wins. The AFC West, 9 wins, 7 wins, 6 wins. The AFC South, 8 wins, 7 wins, 6 wins.
But we know the Rams are going to win that division. The North, there's really no favorite. Yes, Chicago is 8-3, but I doubt they'll finish with the division.
Yeah, I think Detroit finds their way back into that top spot.
You're just forgetting that they got to play Green Bay twice, and they got to play the Detroit one more time, and they got to play somebody else pretty like Philly coming up, and Philly is Philly.
Well, that's what I said.
Is
If you look at their schedule, they got Philly coming up, Black Friday game. They got Green Bay after that. They have the Browns after that. Okay, let's mark that as a loss. Who cares? They have the Packers again after that. They have the 49ers after that, and they end the season with the Lions.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule at the end.
It's a tough division.
No, I'm not saying the division. It's a schedule. Like that's a tough schedule going down there. You got to play Philly, San Fran are both playoff contender teams, and you also got to play the Lions that whooped the shit out of them the first time around. And then you got to play Green Bay that could be a defensive game, but who has the better roster? It could be Green Bay.
And we saw this last season where Chicago fell completely apart during the end of the season.
Yeah, they were 4-2, and I think they finished 4-13 or 5-12.
5-12.
But I don't think that would happen with Ben Johnson as head coach. Caleb Williams needed him to save his career, I think. I think if he didn't have a great head coach, I don't think he'd be successful. I don't think the Bears would be 8-3. So there's a lot of potential for the Chicago Bears organization. If not this year, definitely moving forward. If they beat the Eagles, you got to give them credit where credit is due.
Of course, if they beat the Eagles, I mean, that's going to be a great accomplishment for them. It's the same way as we've all said it, the Patriots beating the Buffalo Bills at that point too. You got to take out the top dogs in order to play in this fight. So if Chicago finds a way to beat Philly, which I don't think they will, it'll be great for them. But I think it's totally out of the picture for them. I don't think that they score that many points against Philly. I think the pressure is going to be too much there, and they're just going to lose. What's the spread? The spread's at
3.5, I think.
Yeah, let's go back to them.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
It's definitely like 3.5.
Philly -7.
Yeah, they're favored by a touchdown. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, I think Philly wins by 10+.
Also, too, you're forgetting Philly just lost embarrassingly against Dallas. They've come back 24 points unanswered to come
Well,
back.
And you really think Philly's going to lose again
Yeah,
to a team like the Bears?
Why not?
Philly's gonna be on a fucking proven point to be like that was a fluke win against fluke loss against Dallas. This is why we're gonna show the Bears a sample.
All eyes are on Philly this season. Okay, Philly is the team to beat. Philly is the defending Super Bowl champions at the end of the day.
Philly is not the team to beat.
Philly is the team to beat. They are the defending Super Bowl champions.
They're not the team to beat, though.
Who's the team to beat?
Who's the team to beat? You can say the Rams, but
They
team
are
to
right
beat
now.
is
They're
Philly.
the team to beat. They're the best team in football.
Funny, didn't Philly come back and beat them
On a blocked field goal?
But
win's a win.
Wins a win, right?
On a blocked field goal.
But wins
Don't
a
matter
win.
if that blocked field goal was in the Super Bowl. Wins a win.
Exactly.
That's different. It's a championship.
Oh, it's a game at the end of the day.
Philly lost to the Broncos, fourth quarter collapse. They lost to the Giants when Jackson Dart had a nice game. Cam Scatterbo, Thursday Night Football.
It's always that short week that like it's every fucking time. It's that short week that get because like they're not prepared mostly. Like they usually take a full week to prepare. That short week kind of hurts you.
That's why I think this game is in Chicago's advantage.
It could or disadvantage.
Especially for Philly, coming off a loss, a tough loss. Everyone thought it was over, 21-0, and Dallas came back and won.
Yeah, but it's in Philly. Come on.
Yeah, like
Denver won.
Yeah, Denver won because they played good, solid defense and everything. And
I mean, but at the end of the day, they're both coming off a short week.
Yeah, so like it's who do you trust more at home? I'm going to trust Philly a lot more.
I think it's actually a big difference for the short week. Philly coming off of a loss compared to Chicago coming off of a win.
Come on,
it's different.
No, it's not. You know how the difference is? Philly's going to be more hungry to get this next win.
But it's different from a mental side.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Chicago's not coming into this game. Philly, it's going to take them a while to get over it mentally.
No.
Yes, watch.
No way.
No
Chicago. Way.
Watch Chicago come out with the win.
Jalen Hurts, all he has is winning mentality.
He does.
Yeah, Caleb just wants to paint his nails. That's all he wants.
He does, but it's different from a team standpoint.
How's the difference? Yeah. AJ Brown got a bunch of touches last week.
Still lost.
So what? He got his touches. Guy's going to be a little happier that he's getting the ball. Okay.
Maybe it's just my Philly hatred talking.
Well, yeah.
Probably.
But I just don't see it
I don't
happening.
blame you for that.
Teams that come off of those losses, look at the Atlanta Falcons. 28-3 against the Patriots. You would think they would be the great team the next few years and get back there. They fell apart since then. So I think certain teams can't handle losing.
Yeah, well, but you look at Philly. when they lost the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts' background was him and confetti. Then he came back the next season and won a Super Bowl.
Well, don't you
2
think
years.
that's like a
Oh,
little?
2 years.
Don't you think that's like egotistic though, having a background of yourself?
No, because that's the reminder of we need to go out there and get the job finished. The job's not done.
Like you were here, and you want to get back here and beat the team that beat you, and that was just perfect, like perfect harmony for him. Also, too, let's compare. Let's say with the Lions. The Lions got blown out by who we get out this year and lost horribly. They came back the next week and destroyed the same team. They did twice. You're telling me Philly can't do the same thing?
I think they can,
Philly,
but I think a
Philly,
lot. I think a lot of teams aren't prepared for Chicago. I think
Philly
they're
and the
a surprise
Lions.
team this year.
I don't think Chicago's prepared for a lot of teams.
Philly and the Lions are the same team. They have great receivers, a really good quarterback. The difference is I like Barkley better than I like Swift or Guy, whatever his name is. Like if I said it
Mongai.
correctly. I don't know. No,
Kyle
no, Guy. That's who I'm talking about on them. I like Barkley over them. And then you saw that Gainwell ran a whole bunch of yards against the Bears defense. Why can't Barkley?
He probably could, but we'll see.
And that's going to be the difference maker, I think.
We'll see. We'll see for sure. All right, guys.
Well-
Thank you for joining us on tonight's episode. Happy Thanksgiving.